Now I'm recording via Streamlabs on my desktop just in case the file is too big or the stream does disconnect and cuts it into 8 fucking VODs, which it has done before, and I hated it. I had to edit those together for Astalon. That was a giant pain in the ass. But so far, the bitrate seems very consistent, and that's what matters to me. So let me do one more person. Lord. And here we go. How do I play this game? No. Is this game going to be interesting? Yes. Do I at some point need to actually make a real HUD for Steam? Streaming. That's what I want to say. Yes. I need a place for chat. I mean, chat's here. It's just going to be on the left side of the screen, and there's important stuff on the left side of the screen. It's going to cut for other people, and that kind of sucks. And I'm just now realizing that I might not actually have chat going because of... No, Twitch PS5 is set up. The scene has Twitch chat and alert box. Okay. That's what matters. That's what matters. People just messaged me on the Twitter. Okay. Now, again, I never played this, but if you follow me on YouTube, you know that I do, in fact, have stream VODs for Siren and for Gravity Rush 1 and 2. I've played almost every game that this guy has worked on. The guy being, I don't remember what his name is. And so, I do not know. Okay, this is real Slitterhead and not the demo. We'll see what happens. I want to do a new game. Here's the fun part, because I kind of want the trophies, but I don't want the trophies. And I've heard this is some bullshit. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. So I might put it up to a vote. If there is anybody in the chat, normal or nightmare, I might just do normal. I see. Hello. How are you? The router is 2 feet away from me now instead of in the other room. There's an extremely long cord, an internet cord going all the way. Yeah, I know you can hear me now because it's for the Elgato. It's the Yeti. It's the Snowball. I'm doing this via legit ways. The router's in the room with me now. It just connected 50 feet away to an internet wall port. The cord is underneath the door. It's great! So here's the question, Icy. Normal or nightmare? Because there's a trophy for nightmare. But I've heard nightmare is a bitch. Like, nightmare is one of the hardest games ever. But there's a trophy. I don't know what I want to do. Do normal, and if you really like the game, do a second playthrough on Nightmare. That sounds like a good idea. You are smart. Now I have to go back to my Now I have played the demo for this. So I'm now going back to my normal shit so I can actually see what the Elgato feed looks like. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. I think that looks good. Negative 28.5. This is why I need a second monitor. But until then, it's fine. Look, they're going on the little joyride adventure. Isn't it so great? Now, as far as I know, there's nothing fucking Twitch copyright related to this game. And I would say, oh my god, there might be nudity and shit, but I don't know, and it doesn't matter to me, honestly, because, you know, fucking Moist Critical, when I was streaming, or when I was recording Alan Wake 2, streamed Alan Wake 2 on YouTube! So Nightingale's nice, big, juicy, waterlogged cock was live on YouTube, and nobody did a thing. Almost like because it's not actually sexual, it was just done for war reasons. Considering that he's been a corpse in the lake for 13 fucking years. Now, I know Julian Titus of Stage Select, really good podcast, people should listen to, says that this game is pretty damn cool. And I started off going, on Siren, but by the end I was like, ooh, Siren! So, I also like Darksiders 3. I very much heavily like Darksiders 3. So I know what a solid 6 out of 10 feels like. You know, when a game is buggy and shit, to drop it to a 6, but you go, but it was still good. So, we'll see what this game's like. And credits that we already ran through. Good old Toyama. We trust Toyama in this household. My roommate fucking loves Gravity Rush. Okay, so... and that's understandable. Now remember, this is also a test stream. If it fully works, it fully works, and I just now know how to make it work while we're still in this apartment for like 2-3 more months at most. At least. Sorry, 2 more months. At least. And by the way, that's not Japanese. As you can clearly see because the subtitles finally decided to go to English. So, character speaking weird ghost language. Like I said, I played the demo. And when I played the demo, I was like, okay, I'm buying this. I am now Doggo! I have the abilities of Doggo. Look at my big muscular doggo. No, like seriously, why is this dog so ripped? This dog is fucking ripped. No reason, but it is. Pet me, humans. I demand your love. Fuck you and your cigarettes. At the very least, the lighting in this game is super effective. What's the smell? By the way, did anybody watch the Switch 2 Direct yesterday? This is probably going to mean nothing to the YouTube people, if there are YouTube people watching this. But there was a Switch 2 Direct yesterday. The first one. And it raised many questions. Like, for the overall, I was positive. You know, I'll take a Kirby's Air Ride 2. New DK game looks really good. Soul Cal on the GameCube emulation. Fucking GameCube emulation. But there's some things that have me a little concerned. First of all, the price. I kind of figured the actual console price was going to be $500. It's $450. A bundle with Mario Kart World is $500. But then they state that the individual game of Mario Kart World is $80? What is that price? Second of all, and this is where I get really interested, the tech demo. There's a tech demo game, much like how Astro's Playroom exists for the PlayStation 5, but you have to pay for it. Now, Nintendo has enough money, realistically, to survive for another 100 years without actually making anything, and it doesn't make any sense. Almost everything Switch 2 is overpriced as fuck. Yeah, it's really weird that Nintendo is doing that, because they can survive for a good while if they wanted to give everything away for free. Like, they have the money, kinda. But yes, but no, but yes. Here's the third thing that I need to point out. And this is the big fucking hitter for me, right? This is the big hitter. And I'm even going to pause the stream kind of for this. So, Switch 2, to be fair, the original NES Zelda would be like $140 in today's money. Everything's expensive, man. Fucking, I live in the worst country in the world. And we just introduced... We're terraforming countries that don't have humans on them, okay? We're terraforming 2 islands at least that are just penguins. We're not terraforming Russia. Can somebody explain that to me? Are, like, historical rivals, the Virgils to our Dante, we're not fucking over our own people and adding an extra tax that we have to pay, by the way, but Penguin Islands, they want me to pay extra on imports from islands that are run by Penguin. But whatever. That's not why we're here. So, here's Icy, YouTube chat. I'm going to throw out this little scenario. Switch 2 Direct shows the game cartridges. It's the exact same size as the Switch 1 cartridges. Fucking, they can store more data, though. But we already know, they've already confirmed that some games will not fit on the game cartridge. And that if you buy a physical copy, the cartridge is a license check. You still have to download the game. Okay, I can understand that. I do get that, only because I'm a 90s kid, and so I remember when 90s and early 2000s video games, when you bought them, a new copy on the PC came with a disc, and a license key on the back of the instruction manual. And you typed that key in after installing the shit that was on the disc, and that allowed you to play the game. And they did that specifically so that way you couldn't lend it to people and shit, even though that didn't work at all because I got a burned card via StarCraft and Medal of Honor Allied Assault. So we're just bringing that back. I get it. They don't want people to steal shit, yada yada blah blah. Here's where I get very nitpicky here. Because if the cartridge is just a license check, every console under the sun, I can go and physically hand somebody the game and they can play it. If I hand somebody a Switch 2 cartridge that I bought, they can play it because now they have the cartridge. With me so far. Last week, for us in current time, on the Switch 1 Direct, they said that all digital games from this point forward will now be called virtual game cartridges, and that would allow you, if people are on your family plan, which you can have 8 people, which is fucking insane, because 6 of those people are free, and one of them is $5 off. Anyway, you can lend games that you own digitally to a person for up to 2 weeks. They never said on the Switch 1 Direct if that had a reset limit. If I decide to let somebody loan it out again, they didn't say if you could do that. They didn't really go into that type of detail. So here's my question. If I buy a game that exists, if I buy a quote-unquote physical copy of a game, and what I own physically is a license check cartridge, if I want to loan that game out to somebody, does that count as a time-limited digital game, because it is digital, just as a license check, or does that count as a physical game because I handed them a physical cartridge? Because it could go either way. They've now set up this really scary loophole. And the answer is, I don't know. And I don't think Nintendo has answered that type of question yet, because I don't think anybody has fucking asked besides me. But it's concerning. Point the camera at the target to highlight it, then possess that life form to move your consciousness into it. I can do this! Fuck you, old man! Fuck you, smoking person! You're no longer smoking. Were you ever smoking? Why is your hand so big? Holy shit, you've got fucking Mickey Mouse hands. Crazy. Good thing about it, on the one hand, it is a digital game, even though you quote-unquote bought a physical game, so it could be the 2-week loan, which is still an extremely long loan. Let's be fair about that. 2 weeks is a long time. Back in my day, you could rent a game for like 3 days, a weekend. Or, does it count as a physical game, and they just download it, and as long as they have the borrowed cartridge, they can play it. And they don't have to delete it, they just can't play it. Until I give them the cartridge again. I think that's the better version, personally, of the two options. If this was Microsoft, it'd be that first option, and they drop it down to 2 days because fuck you. We'll see what happens. Now, if they make a bundle that has... Oh, the other big thing. mouse controls exist, which we already knew. That was already spoiled months ago, or weeks ago. That was leaked. The stand was leaked. The stand looks great. The stand is perfect. The mouse controls are perfect. And this now means that anybody on PC who's like, I can't play Midnight or this or that because it's console only and I'm a PC gamer, first person gamer god, y'all can shut the fuck up. You just won. You can buy a console and still have your elitist first person shooter gameplay. You succeeded. Hello? I bet I don't. Oh, hello. Hello, ma'am! Please stop doing that. Oh, lovely. Now, maybe I've played too much Resident Evil 4, but I'm kind of hornier looking at that. I'm joking. I'm fucking joking. Please don't eat me. Oh my god. If the body being possessed dies, your soul will be ejected from it. Look around to find a new body. If you cannot possess a person within a time limit, you're done. Humans on the other side of walls will go blue. However, your soul cannot pass through walls, even though ghost. Move your soul around, and once a body is within line of sight, it can be possessed. I can ascend and descend with R1 and R2. So, they cannot hurt me while I am a ghost. Now, fucking run! Oh my god, this bitch is crazy. If a host dies, the protagonist will lose a soul. If the protagonist loses 3 souls, I'm fucked. So don't let 3 people die while I'm inside of them. Possess the next body before your host is killed. Easy enough. It's like a weird character action. I don't want to say character action, but possession hack and slash. Yeah, you eat that person. Uh-oh. Bye. Bye. Get to the fucking street. Get away from the moon store. Is it not coming after me? What in the fuck was that? What the hell is going on? What should I do? I must eliminate them all. Genocide against the Slitters. Survival. Now the demo does go up to the first boss. Meanwhile, we get a random cutscene.
You're going out again? Hurry back, okay? Remember, we have a patient first thing in the morning.
Don't tell me what to do, you bitch! Fucking rude. From here, where exactly should I go? While holding the possession button, time passes slowly, causing you to calmly choose a possession target. Additionally, it is possible to move in the soul state to look around. Face the camera at the desired target to highlight it, then release the possession button to do a thing. I mean, well, I was in a street and now I'm back in an alleyway. So I can leave a body willingly. It's not dead, so there is no time limit. So there is at least that. I should be able to run with R2, but I might not be able to yet. These are collectibles. I don't know if these are actual collectibles or if they're objectives that pretend to be collectibles. My scattered consciousness, fragments of my lost memories. If I focus, I feel like I can use the next body a little better. During exploration, memory fragments might be located. Lost memories or objectives will return. Some abilities might even be regained. I'm going to call them skill points, but they're probably not skill points. Another similar being. I sense their waves. Where? Well, they're totally surfing, dude! And this character knows how to run. And jump. Wee. That is the sound that I expect this character to make. That is not the sound I expect this character to make. That's right. I am not powerless. I can possess human bodies and fight! And then we get to the weird combat. I'm starting to remember this body's blood, its power. So, if I hold L2, I literally turn this human's blood into a physical weapon. I can then auto block. But in the bottom left corner, that vertical red line, that's kind of my stamina, and then my red horizontal one is my health. Hey BSS, I have figured out a way to stream. It is called the internet company, when they gave me the router years ago or whatever, gave me a 500-foot long internet cable that's just been sitting behind my TV stand. So, the router is actively in the office with me. And there's a cable that goes from the router underneath the door, coiled up 500 fucking times, and then behind my TV stand. And as long as Mr. Kitty stays fucking chill and doesn't claw this stupid thing, we're all good. And he shouldn't. Also, can you please get rid of the bot? After guarding against repeated attacks, your blood weapon can break. The host loses a small amount of blood when it breaks, so stamina meter. The durability gauge is displayed bottom left, vertical red bar. Like I said, I played the demo. By possessing another host, danger can be avoided. Human bodies are frail and quickly fuck up. Which is true. If the host is near death or surrounded by enemies, try possessing a different person. Like I said, this is a straight up third-person hack and slash where you don't want to stay in the same person at once. Thank you. For example, I can do that. This person has more health, but not really. Immediately after they changed how banning works. It took me a minute. That's weird. Immediately after possessing a civilian, temporary effects are bestowed. Host abilities are enhanced for a set time. Max blood level, aka HP, and attack power are raised. And instead of doing one combo, I'm allowed to, instead of doing a 2-hit combo, I can do a 3-hit combo. So pretty much always be moving. Especially with the fact that if you lose 3 people, you instantly game over. When the temporary effects end, the special effects change and blood level HP gauge reduces. There is no limit to the number of times this can be received. It is bestowed every time a different body is possessed. An advantageous situation can be maintained by aggressively using possession. aka if they're about to attack somebody, just let them fucking attack. Don't even guard. Just teleport out. Like, say, I'm going to try and attack that left guy, flanking to the left first, so that way I can hit all three if they try to rush me. And if they swing, I might as well just possess that guy in the red shirt over there. Like this! Oh! I didn't realize there was fucking... there was collateral damage! I didn't know I could hit my own host! This is something I did not fucking know during the demo! Never mind everything I just said in the last minute. Be very fucking careful with the game. Also, awesome monsters. You should have seen the fucking hooker that I saw earlier. Word of warning, I'll be working, so I'll just be lurking. Ooh. By working, I have an idea of what you might mean. Okay, I'm gonna get this way so I don't hit this guy. Oh, and I don't... L2 is guard, and it's instant guard. It is 100% guaranteed. And it's also lock on. But I can swing nilly-willy. Don't get your hopes up. Oh, don't with me. I'm done. Well, I could continue. Should I? I could continue showing off the tutorial, or I could get the fuck out of here, which I'm going to do with that guy that kind of looks like Random Dis, or whatever the hell that animator's name is. That guy. The dude with the weird cat. Senses and sights returned to me. Was I in this city in the past as well? There are other fragments of my lost memories. I should search for them. By the way, BSS, if you don't know what this is Slitterhead. This game came out last year in like October or November. This is the new game by the Siren and Gravity Rush guy. Since Sony broke that team up, Team Siren / Team Gravity or whatever, they the main director made a new independent studio named like Boken. This is their first game. So we went from Silent Hill to MGS Silent Hill to falling platformer / RPG / character action game to body possession hack and slash. The guy doesn't give a fuck what genre he does. He just wants to make weird shit. And I'm down for that. Considering that my favorite game of last year, my game of the year, was Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Which is a fucking game. Kisses for you. That kitty is just like the most perfect kitty. Besides the princess kitty that you showed me a couple days ago as well. The one with the necklace. Oh my god, that kitty. Speaking of kitties, I'm going to have to in an hour. It's 10:13 right now. So I probably should have started them like 13 minutes ago, but there's like an hour and a half leeway either direction. I've been kind of like on and off because depression and shit. And Mr. K's been fine, so like we'll probably end the stream in like an hour and a half, and then I'll stab him, and then I'll get to what I should be doing today, which is something I really don't want to do, but I have to finish by Saturday, which is, how How do I word this? I like rhythm games. I'm a fucking Flash Revolution veteran from like 2002 or whatever, right? And I still play every once in a while. I made a new account and everything. And I've played every single goddamn Beat Rhythm except for the Dragon Quest one. And I 100%ed. 99%ed. Both 3DS Deep Rhythm games. And I'm working through Final Bar Line. And I want to buy a cabinet for the arcade one. I am playing Melody of Memory for games my mom found, the podcast, and I just want to slit my wrists because it's just so on and off. There are some times where the levels are good and competent, and then there are times where the notes do not sync up, or the instrument that they're asking you to hit notes for is 5 layers down audio-wise, and I can't hear it, and it's like, what are you doing? Why is this a thing? How is this technically the 5th, 6th, whatever, Deep Rhythm game, and you fucked it up this hard? I'm gonna get that one too? Yes. Kitties. Always. Kitties. I require all the kitty tax. This, I was gonna say, it's the tariff that I'm putting on you, but then I would have to pay it because nobody knows how a fucking tariff works. That is right. By connecting with bodies, I shared senses with various humans. I love sharing my senses with humans. I love being all up inside humans. A strong body that has such a power to rival them, I faintly remember such a sensation. My mission, it is to eliminate those monsters. However, it is not possible with my current power. I also heard that you can level up the different people that you can possess in this game. Like, imagine if Siren allowed you to give skill points and shit to, you know, Timon and Risa and Shuda and all of them. So, technically, I can count this towards the never-ending season of RPGs, because I don't think the season of RPGs is ever going to fucking end it. I kind of forgot how long RPGs are. I wanted to do the season of RPGs specifically so I could get through some of the games that I've bought, like Star Ocean 2 and Live Alive and shit, and it turns out, no, I'm only going to get through like 2 of them. Well, I'm also working on Steam games, because I gave myself a near resolution to beat like 90 Steam games. Guys, Ina Dream Barbecue is fucking fantastic. Stuck in Time is fantastic. 500 caliber contracts is Mario 64 with a sniper rifle. There were a lot of good games. Do you want a Crash 1 clone that can be harder but also easier at points depending on what level you're in than Crash 1? Go play Silo Sybil. You want a really good non-existent PlayStation 1 games? Go play Frogun. Frogun. It's a platformer. We have a gun. That's a frog. That's a grappling hook because you shoot a ton. You launch the stuff. Because frog. Just 2 babies? What's this one? This one's just a black screen. This one's a black screen. Okay, lurking now. Wait, what? Yeah, my screen, my laptop says that what you just shared isn't real. Like, it's Reddit, and it shows that it's like a 12-minute long or 12-second long clip. But I hit play, and there's a timer bar saying that the video is playing, but it's a black video. How's that? Okay, let's see what this is. That works. But now it's loading, which is just a Reddit glitch that sometimes happens, and I refresh. Nope, now it doesn't work. Awesome. That's wonderful. What's if I maximize it? No. In fact, maximizing also keeps... How do you fuck this up? If I maximize the video on Reddit, it keeps the search bar on the top. Like 90% of the screen becomes video, but the new to Reddit sidebar shrinks towards the right. The menu shrinks to the left, and the search bar shrinks up top. That's a really bad system. Wow, Reddit, you fucked up. And that's what... Ooh, actually, it might be just the laptop. Send it to me on other site. I'll check on the phone. Searching for something in the past, I was unable to make sense of things within the chaos of this crowded city. That is right. To find my target, I should get an overview from a high site. However, how do I reach such a place? Oh, you're a spirit. Float. Perhaps I can get there by possessing through humans! Yes. Human! Okay, so you can only go so far. I kind of remember that from the demo, but also not really. Okay, so... Boop. And then it's going to tell me to try to possess that person, but no, we want to go this way. Has anybody speedrun this game yet? Are there any speedruns on speedrun.com for this? A burning city and 3 demons. What the fuck? Seems there's still more. His body is heavy and suffocating. While humans are frail, their sheer numbers are a potent weapon. I received the thing. I need to remember how to use a body better. Well, you know, your arms, your legs, lots of different things to do. I see the note. What is this? I'm now leaving towards Reddit. Yes! That is a deer, and that is a kitty. That deer really wants the kitty's bottle. Just give that poor deer the food. Give the deer the water or milk or whatever. Why were they being so mean and not giving the deer some of it? The deer was clearly thirsty. I need to remember how to use a body member. So, I can focus on an enemy. And then, if I want to do a power attack, it's honestly the same almost as Siren was back in the day. It does do some extra damage, and I can combine them with the triple attack. At this rate, my weapon will break from taking a hit. Remember how to maintain a weapon through fighting. Okay, now this is where the game gets really weird. You guys want a parry system? Do you want For Honor as your parry system. Enemy attacks can be repelled and neutralized with deflect. A guide will display in the direction just before an attack. While in a defensive stance, aka holding L2, it will activate if the camera is shifted in that direction right when the guide lights up. By the way, the timing on this is easy. Unless the demo lied to me. Use appropriate timing the moment the guide lights up. It may be easier to successfully perform the action by watching enemy movements, no, than inputting it just before an attack hits. So, just flick the wait. See? I was already putting the weapon away, and the game said, yeah, we'll take that. Which means anywhere in that animation is good. That was like a 3-second long animation. Easy. Very good. My senses are returning. When deflect is successful, it will throw the enemy off balance and allow for a counterattack. Also restores blood weapon durability. So, if I parry, the vertical red bar refills. Attacks that do not display a guide cannot be deflected. Get the fuck out of them. Use evasion or possession to deal with them. And you might notice a yellow circle in the bottom left corner that starts to fill. And we will get there when we get there. I fucked that up a little bit. I guess I was just really good on the demo. Nope, there it is. So, yellow circle. When the yellow circle fills, I get fucking witch time for a little bit. I get free hits. If you successfully continue to deflect attacks, blood time will activate it. Time will flow more slowly, allowing you to one-sidedly land attacks. The blood time gauge displays in the center of the screen while active. This body is hard to move. There's still more that way. Now here's the thing, BSS. As a kitty, that kitty did nothing wrong. Fuck that deer. As a person, that deer was super cute. That deer deserves some water. You should get 2 bottles. I sense those waves again from below. Totally radical, dude. However, I would take damage if I simply jumped down. You're a soul. Doesn't matter. If I swap to a different body on the ground while falling. Someone in the comments theorized that the kitty and the deer need 2 different formulas. Yeah, probably. That's why we don't get a second cat. Like, we've talked about getting a second cat, and oh, haha, if we capture one of the outside cats, we can do the same thing that we do with Mr. Kitty. But the problem is, Mr. Kitty is now diabetic and needs special food. And if the normal cat eats diabetic food, normal cat might die. If Mr. Kitty is stupid and eats the food that's not his, Mr. Kitty might die. Or I could just do this! And that person is fine. Because, I don't know, Japanese are all-powerful. Have you not watched One Punch Man? In Boku no Hero Academia? Mr. Kitty is Mr. Cutie. Mr. Kitty is Mr. Cutie. I know I could run faster back then. Sprint! I am fast-ish. This run cycle's kind of weird. Also, give me a second. Okay, it was just the pole. You better give him a hug after stream. You fucking want to be in the living room already, fucking playing Melody of Memory. Of course I'm gonna hug him. He's gonna jump on my lap. He's gonna sleep on me the entire rest of the day. He will be a little cutie, and I will love him forever. This is someone else's view? Yeah, that's the girl from the motorcycle. But why suddenly? Because this game decided that it needs Sidejack. That's right. I could steal a glance through their field of vision, but if that is the case, I have a bad feeling. Enemies can be detected as a presence. Presents are sensed flowing like air currents. Move the camera to check the flow and head in that direction. Oh my god. Now real quick, I keep forgetting to do this. I just want to check if there's any like Twitch bullshit that I need to turn off. The answer is no. There's not even a subtitles option. Huh. And now I can Sidejack. That doesn't help me at all. Because I cannot sense any presence. It does not seem to be that way. So you can see on the left side of the screen, now it's in the middle, but it's not. So we turn this way, now it's on the right. And so there is actually a way to follow, kinda. And now we're there. You have like 30 seconds to spare. She has some chapped lips. Ma'am, I understand. What are you doing there? This smell. Are you? Ah, another one of those. See? I accidentally flicked the fucking right stick on that one. Blood can be absorbed from blood pools to restore your HP. Blood pools are generated when humans or Slitterheads take damage. So when you are in a body and it dies, you lose one of your blue pips. Lose 3 blue pips and you get a game over. But sometimes you might actually want to kill the collateral damage. Like this! Ow. That's not what I wanted. And this is this next fight is when the demo ends. As the crazy jobber becomes a boss. Which looks like a Mega Man X boss that I can't remember the name of. And now the motorcycle girl is dead. I lied. She's dying. She's very fucked up right now. What the fuck? Is this the true form of those things? So, that was number 1 that I just lost. And note, I'm not doing any goddamn damage to this thing. Beetlejuice monster. That's what it looks like! The fucking arms look like the goddamn sandworms! I should probably watch Beetlejuice at some point. Shit. So at this rate, I might die. Shit. So, I watched it. It's good if you like the original, but not better than the original. I've heard. I'm going to read off, like, the entire stack of movies that are right next to me. These are all the movies I need to watch at a point that I have bought. Digimon Adventure 2. The Beginning. Digimon Try. All 6. The Beverly Hill Cops Trilogy. Napping Princess. Violent Night. Jumanji 2 and 3. Sympathy for the Devil. Furiosa. Godzilla -1. One Cut of the Dead. Black Friday. The one with Bruce Campbell. Because of course. The Crow. The original. The Whale. Long Legs. Lisa Frankenstein. Terrifier 2. Because you can barely see the 2 on the side of the box. So I thought it was Terrifier 1. Late Night with the Devil. Skinamarink. I hate that I'm about to say this next one. S. Darko, a Donnie Darko film. And I love Donnie Darko. So I had to buy the sequel. The Phantasm Quintology, Suitable Flesh, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Those are all the movies stacked up on top of each other next to me, on top of a box that happily says, I shit you not, Final Fantasy XIV Online Tabletop RPG. Yes, I bought the Final Fantasy XIV Tabletop RPG. So I can never play it, much like how I bought 5 separate modules, more actually I think, of D&D, and Kids on Bikes, and Cyberpunk, and Call of Cthulhu. I have a problem. It seems there are no more bodies I can use. What should I do? She's still alive? Despite such injuries? Will the body hold out? It will be a gamble. Possess! General anime transformation sequence, go. Killer Lolita, activate. And now she goes Super Saiyan. And she gets that Lady Deathstrike shit going down. And we get a thing called... And you can see I'm actually doing damage now. And I'm barely taking any damage. A rarity has been discovered. Is that a lady fighting in high heels? Maybe? Maybe. Like I said, she's a Lady Deathstrike. So rarities are, as far as I am aware, are, I'm not going to say main characters, but if you played Siren or watched me play Siren, how we have like 12 different characters that we played throughout the game, like Akira and all of them. These are our main protagonist possessions. These are the ones that, as far as I know, we can bring into levels, and we're looking for, and yada yada blah blah. These are our special weapons. Hey, Keyboy, rarities are fashion designers from Ponyville? Yes. Yes, they are. And they have little sisters named Sweetie Bells. And they have best pony friends named Pinkie Pie. An individual with extremely high fusion affinity with the protagonist's soul. By the way, BSS, you've been here for the majority of the stream, and IC has also been here for the majority of the stream. Is the stream holding up? Are there any pauses? Is anything going on? Is anything dropping? Or are we mostly good? All ponies are best ponies? Yeah, but Applejack. And Trixie. And the one with the Spear of Longinus, whose name I can't remember. Starlight Glimmer or some shit. I'm not saying anything, but as I said, I'm mostly lurking. Fair enough. Reaction to the paid aspect. OL still found this most insane thing they are doing. The paid aspect. You sent that to me on other site. Oh, wait, no. That was Keyboy. I'm fucking stupid. Keyboy, send that to me on Twitter so that way I can check that out after stream. In fact, I should be working. Fuck work. Fuck it. Work is stupid. Work is so bad right now at my location. The guy who's been working there for the longest, like 40 plus years, and remembers when it was a completely different company, says, I've only seen this place close down once in the middle of a week and make it a 4-day week because it was so bad. This is the worst night we've ever had. It's worse than that night. They might call us off tonight. And I'm like, no, they won't. They don't have morals. They don't care. It's Parker. Parker's a joke. So, if you didn't see that, seems to keep consciousness. So, every other person I've been possessing no longer has will until I jump out of their body. Here, my will and the other person are fused. We are Vegeta right now. Vegeta is not in charge. Vegeta and Goku are one brain. It's some group's reaction to that paid welcome tour game that isn't a game that Nintendo wants you to pay for. LOL. Yeah, dude, that game, that fucking still blows my mind that Astro's Playroom is free and they're making you pay for that. And how much will it be? Will it be 80 like everything else? I cannot believe it's not just Mario Kart. Other humans were exhausted. They cannot be used in this state. But the sensation is overflowing strength deep within this body. This power is... And that was her. Reacting to me in her body. Active skill 1. Revive all. Yes. I have abilities. Select revive all with the skill selection key and activate with the skill button. Increases blood in our own body. For a set time, continuously recover HP. Also heals surrounding humans and immediately revives any humans on the verge of death. Effect continues for a set amount of time, even if you switch possession to another body. They haven't said, So, if I hit R2, I can then, with the directional pad, switch over. Then I hit R2. Right. R2 is my confirm button. It's my left click. Try looking everywhere and can't find anything yet. They legit still haven't said what that welcome tour thing is going to cost. Like, that is so fucked. Some skills consume blue bar. Skills that use blue bar have blue skill icons. Skills that use blood have red skill icons. So I can use HP or MP. Funny, since I'm playing Okage Shadow King. Spirit power value is maintained even when changing bodies in possession. Spirit power is recovered upon doing the parry. It is also recovered when being a bitch. So it's the limit. That shit better not be above $10. Oh, it's going to be 20. Don't you worry. Active skill 2. Sonic Claws, which do cost health. Use Claws of Blood to generate a forward-moving shockwave. I've now got a ranged attack. Hold the skill button to charge and release to unlock the shockwave. This skill consumes HP. Skills can be used blah-da-blah-da-blah. So. I want to parry. I want to do it. Even rarities have trouble defeating enemies alone. Use humans in the area aggressively. Fuck that shit! It's gonna be like $30 or some shit. If it's 30, I'm not paying for it. Anyway, so how's the game been so far? It's still this demo. This is the end of the demo. So after that, I don't know. While not possessed, rarities will automatically evade enemy attacks. This was also mainly, this is the current stream game, but this was also to test my theory and see if the stream would work if I moved the router in here and just had the cord running underneath the door. And the answer is yes. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I get to move the PlayStation 5 and the router into a completely different room. Has the story given some indication of what's happening to her? I assume this girl is an important character. She's a rarity, which means you just instantly start as the soul with like no flashbacks or anything. It just throws you into an alleyway and says, possess this dog. And it's like the most buff dog I've ever seen. like fucking Johnny Bravo dog. They don't explain who the spirit is yet. But this girl is from like a motorcycle cutscene. It's like a side cutscene was happening. Wait, did this get a demo after it came out then? Yeah, this has a demo. What I'm playing right now is the end of the demo. I mean, I have the game. I am playing the game. But the part of the game I am currently in is what was the end of the demo. While not possessed, rarities will automatically evade enemy attacks. They have high endurance, so are difficult to push to the verge of death. When in a pinch, assertively possess another body. Which I can, funnily enough, do. And what we can do, right... 1 is heal, 2 is possess that body, and then when this body is possessed, jump back, and now she has the bonus, I assume, to attack and HP. Do the monkey with me? Whoa, mama! And that's the boyfriend, who for some reason just has a shotgun. I love Johnny Bravo. I did too. And Secret Squirrel. Somehow, even though I was like 4 or 5, I remember when Cartoon Network on Sundays did the Hanna-Barbera Crime Hour or whatever, where it was Jabberjaws, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, and Hong Kong Phooey. And Hong Kong Phooey fucking rules. And Jabberjaws fucking rules. Have you seen the Tumblr post about Johnny Bravo's thoughts on trans people? Okay. Should I be worried?
City.
Or is it like I respect all women? It's Cthulhu in the middle! And now we have Parasite Eve. Combustion. Now, everything from this point on is brand new to me. That is where the demo ended. This is new. Everything's burning, the city, even me. Wah. Wait, sorry, we got Waluigi news yesterday that he's gonna be in the new Mario Kart. Let me redo that. Wah! What the fuck is happening? Cute boy. This is the same person who made Siren and Gravity Rush. The acid trip is happening. I recommend a movie called Mandy. Sent it on other site? Okay. Let me check my phone real quick. Let me check my phone. If it's appropriate, I will read it out loud. Oh yeah, this is like a wall text. Hold on. Saw a post about whether Johnny Bravo would date a trans woman, and now the thought is in my head, and I hate being able to picture exactly how that conversation's going. So now I have to write it out. It's appropriate, don't worry. That new Mario Kart looks really fucking good, though. It looks really fucking good. It's not fucking $80 good. No game is $80 good. Especially since between PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, no offense, besides lighting and some light shader stuff, we really didn't develop. Which means, as far as I'm concerned, we've hit a peak. And then they're going to say, it needs to be $80 to $90 from now on because we're going to make these giant games. I don't want giant games. Lorelei was like 20 hours. Sorry, it was like 13 hours. Lorelei was my game of the year. I liked Rebirth. Rebirth was really good. Rebirth was 50 hours too long. I really like Final Fantasy 16. 16 is like one of the best Final Fantasy games in a while, considering the 15 exists. That game is like 30 hours too long. And a zone too big. GTA 6 is going to be $100. GTA 6 doesn't even look good. And we haven't even seen fucking gameplay. And I tried San Andreas when everybody was going, oh my god, San Andreas. And I went, this is awful. Why do you people like this? And then people were like, oh my god, Vice City. And I tried Vice City and I'm like, this is fucking awful. Oh, the driving is so good. This is the same console that has Burnout 3 and ATV Off-Road. And you're saying that this is the good driving? Have you lost your fucking mind? You want the one good Rockstar, like the one 10 out of 10 Rockstar game, in my personal opinion, it's LA Noire. Everything else is like a 7. And I like Bully. But I'm still giving it a 7. I really can't get into GTA at all. Sam, I'm not paying $100. If that game went on sale for $5, it still wouldn't be for me. Okay, so Johnny Bravo. I have to write it out. You ask him about trans people as a hypothetical question. He says he doesn't know what that word means, but you said woman, so now he's interested. Of course. No, the other word. He doesn't know what hypothetical means. God damn it. He interrupts your explanation to let you know that sounds boring. He doesn't want to know what hypothetical means. What was that other word? You said women. You try to explain as simply as you can, being frequently interrupted by reminders that he is uninterested in abstract concepts and unfamiliar terminology. He doesn't know what a chromosome is. He doesn't want to know what a chromosome is. He is unsure how any of the subject is related to the ladies, but he's optimistic about it. Oh, Johnny Bravo, I love you so much. After about half an hour, he finishes with asking, okay, but what's the difference? After a while of unfruitful back and forth, you understand what he's asking. What is the difference to him? How does this distinction affect him and his immediate surroundings? You have no idea how to word this in a way that would be understandable to a gerbil with A1 level English skills. Honestly, Rockstar games have never felt good to me at all. Same with BioWare, same with Bethesda. Sorry. Fallout 3, I need to make like an epilogue video that says I can't do this, but I can't even bring myself to do it. I've got like 4 more episodes recorded that are in that Bayou DLC, but it's just so fucking bland and shitty. Ugh. And Oblivion is just god awful. And then people going, oh my god, Mass Effect! Like, Mass Effect 1 isn't fun. I'm sorry, the Mako sucks. As a third-person shooter, it barely functions. I don't know what you're all talking about. Okay, hold on. If trans women are women, there's more women? More women. Nice. Then let's go with that one. He walks into the sunset, leaving you unsure whether anything of value was actually achieved. As a matter of fact, it feels likely that instead of you enlightening him, he actually managed to make you dumber. Thank you, Johnny Bravo. You're the best. You are a credit to your sex. Oh, couldn't it be? It hurts so much. It hurts so bad, but it tastes so good. It has a Joe Anime quote that I still do to this day. And if you don't know who Joe Anime is, you don't remember early 2000s Newgrounds, the same time as like Psycon and Legendary Frog and Metal Maverick, and it shows. Tell me that's not accurate. Oh, that's fucking accurate. Oh, the monster. It attacked me. I thought I was gonna die. I can remember it so clearly. Then something inside me. Yeah, I was all up inside you, girl. Good evening. It's time for the midnight hour. It's close at hand, everybody. Starting with today's sports news. Why are you doing sports news at fucking midnight? Why is her arm so oily? In the Badminton World Championship... Who wrote this game? World Championships doubles category. A rare new record was set after 27 years. Shit! I thought I was fixing the chair. I made it worse. If you heard that, you heard nothing. You didn't hear shit. That wasn't real. Following this, can you hear me? I'm so excited for next month because Lost Solicide is coming out in May, which is 60 over there. Just want to point that out. Fuck yes, let's go. When is Obscura? When is Expedition 33? Who's there? Where are you? I'm in your head. Show yourself, pervert. I don't know if I can. I am not there. Or you could say, I am nowhere. The hell are you talking about? I am inside you. What do you mean? Wait, are you that voice in the alley? Nah, get the fuck out of me. I'm afraid I can't do that. Not right now. What's your game here? My game? I do not know. Not clearly. I, too, would like to know the answer to that. Isn't that this month? Yeah, but what day? I need Expedition 33 in my life. But there are no other humans I can communicate with. Please hear me out. Ha! You're one to talk. I almost died, you know. I don't want to hear it. Keep me out of it. But I guess you also helped me, didn't you? I figured I had to fight that thing. I was desperate, but I ended up saving myself. It's right. Every last one of them has to be wiped out. That's my mission. Wait, what am I saying? That is right. I have no memories or strong feelings like you do. But they must be exterminated. That is my one clear thought. My mission. The 24th? Oh my god. Oh my god, that is in 3 weeks. I'm pretty sure to the day. That is 3 weeks to the day. Fuck. And I'm gonna get to play it for all of like 4 days, and then I need to start packing. Which reminds me, I still have to buy the plane ticket. Fuck. I don't want to. Yeah, I get it. We may have ended up mixing somehow. They must be stopped before they attack more people. First week of May, I'm disappearing, guys. No videos, no podcast, no fucking stream, no nothing. My mom wants to have the whole family get together for my grandfather's birthday. So I have a week off, and I'll spend it, like, hanging out with people I haven't seen in 8 years, among other things. Oh, I'm gonna eat out a lot. I'm gonna eat a bunch of food that I haven't had in 8 years, and it's gonna be delicious, like D'Angelo's, which is good subs, unlike Subway. How hilarious is it that the Final Fantasy VII Remake has started coming to Nintendo and Xbox still aren't getting it? Yeah, fuck Xbox. I don't get shit anymore. Is any Square Enix game coming out on Xbox? Didn't they actually say that they were gonna put Rebirth on it? Like, Xbox is done, but they shot themselves in the foot enough times that they just kind of... You do it to yourself. It's true. That's what really hurts. It must be stopped before they attack more people. I may be thinking that now due to your influence. Come think of it. I never told you my name. I'm Julie. Julie. Got it. Nice name, right? Why is her name in all caps? Is it? Well, whatever. And you, got a name? What should I call you? Anything is fine. Is of no importance. Huh. What are you anyway? A ghost? Some kind of possessing spirit? A possessing spirit. The legend of the Hyoki, Leopardhead, and Night Owl. How about Night Owl? What is that? It's from something a long time ago. It's kind of hard to explain. Well, I'll tell you eventually. Nice name though, right? Is it? We did it! We got level select. I guess. I guess. The guy on the bike. What's his deal? A bad luck running into someone so dark. And mysterious. And was that an illusion? The city was in such terrible state. Then those monsters in the sky. It was too real to be an illusion. My name is now just Night Owl. Perhaps it was more like an omen or a warning. If we do nothing, that vision may end up becoming reality. You're kidding. I don't want to get mixed up in something like that and die. If you don't get mixed up in it, everyone dies. In that case, those monsters have to be eliminated. Correct. There's no mistaking that, at least. What the fuck am I playing? Why do I find myself the weird shit? Gotta go, princess. I'll probably end soon anyway, because I still have to play the cat. Stab the cat and play Melody of Memory, because I'm 100%. I am getting all of the side objectives. Which is a nightmare. Before Saturday, because that's when we record the podcast. And I'm like a third through the game right now, so I have to speed the fuck up. And if we want to search for them, do we have any leads at all? A mutilated corpse with no brain was discovered in a back alley in downtown Monsui. Hey, that fucking works! Either way, you take care, okay? Okay, I'll see you on the other place. Soon-ish. Love and kisses. Love and kisses. Bye-sy, bye-sy. According to police, due to the state of the body, foul play is suspected by the Key Boy and IC2. Oh, the Devil May Cry anime came out today on Netflix. I need to watch that later. That's the day. I thought it was tomorrow. What the fuck? Damn it. I've also heard that the Minecraft movies already getting reviews. And they're good? Like, what? Do I live in fucking Bizarro World where we're considering bad movies good? Or is there something that I don't know about that's in the movie? Nope, 53% on Rotten Tomatoes, 6.2 on IMDb, and audience score of nothing yet. So, IGN's just doing what they normally do. If it's bad, or if it's good, they'll give it a 7. If it's bad, they'll give it a point above or below a 7. What am I looking up? Devil May Cry. That first teaser trailer for Devil May Cry did not look good. The more stuff they release of the Devil May Cry anime, the more hype I get. The question is, can it beat the original anime? Because I support the 2000s anime. IGN says an 8 out of 10. But they also just gave that to the Minecraft movie. And nobody else has posted reviews yet. According to police, due to the state of the body, foul play is suspected. It reminds me, I was also assaulted in a back alley. I had no choice but to flee at the time, but now... So there are more of those things. Well, let's go look for them. The final trailer was awesome. Yes, it was. How do I say... Okay. 2 more, and then I'm done, I think. In face. If someone recognizes me, it could be a problem. I understand. Is there anything I could use to... Oh! This might work. I'll put it in my bag. Put it on when I gotta go somewhere shady. I don't want my face to be seen. I think I understand. Are you sure? Maybe? People were calling the monster a Slitterhead. What does that mean? Slitterhead. I've heard of them before. Terrible creatures that eat brains. If I remember right, it was in Strange Tales from a Chinese studio. It's a collection of weird old stories. You're quite knowledgeable. I came across it on a job from before. The protagonist is hiding in a pile of corpses on a battlefield and sees a monster with an animal head on a human body. The monster gnaws on the heads of the dead bodies and sucks their brains out. The victim who was attacked was missing their brain. So is that why they call it a Slitterhead? Probably. Whatever the case, it's still creepy as heck. A new mission has been added. Do I just go back? Yes. Have conversations with the rarities in various locations. Sometimes you will unlock new missions by obtaining information. Contents of conversations will be stored on the memories screen. Mission. On the mission screen, after selecting the mission you want to attempt, choose which rarities to accompany you. So there is a fucking character select. Right now, you only have Julie, but if you have multiple rarities in your group, you can choose 2 for a mission. There are some missions where the first rarity is set and required. Siren. Okay. Training mission 1, difficulty low. Select the rarity you would like to test skills and actions with. Status. Okay, so there are skill points. Oh my god, I am just gonna Casey Jones this game. I'm gonna scream Google at the top of my fucking lungs. A weapon made using the host's blood, possessing affinity and memories affect the weapon's form and strength. You can use skill tokens to enhance them. Okay. Active skills. Can level those up. Passives. That's a lot of passives. Grants superior blood level HP. Grants higher weapon durability. Okay, we're just like all up in there. This is an RPG. On the closet screen, you can change masks and costumes from rarities. Rarities. Masks and costumes can be obtained by fulfilling mission conditions, which rhymes. You can check the number of hidden masks and costumes in a mission under items on the mission screen. Items will only be displayed on missions with hidden masks and /or costumes. That's an opera mask, and I have a hoodie. And then finally, memory. I don't have anything yet. So if I go to mission, special objective required Julie. And it doesn't say anything else. If I hit confirm, change rarity, can't do that. Can't choose a companion. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna work this. And the stream stayed the entire time, and the bit rate has more or less stayed leveled. So we're good. Awesome. Streaming is back. How do I save? And what the hell is this music? What the fuck? Anyway, I'm going to assume I hit a checkpoint. If not, it's whatever. Does the game tell me a percentage or anything? No, just a time. Okay. So, oh, there it is. Kinda. 20%. I don't believe that. So, I now have to go and play this. I really don't want to, but I'm going to. God help me. And, yeah, we're ending on Tribe 12 time, 11:11. So, if you're still here, watching on either YouTube or live on Twitch, you should follow me on Blue Sky and Twitter as TheLetsPlayPrincess, because there will be more stuff later on. Does it only autosave? I think so. It looked like it. So yeah, the TheLetsPlayPrincess for social media shit, the Let's Play Princess for clearly Twitch and YouTube. Ukage, 13 Sentinels, and Slitterhead going on right now. Probably after Ukage or whatever ends first, going back to Virtue's Last Reward, and when the other one ends, going to Corpse Party or something on Steam. And meanwhile, hey, I'm on a bunch of podcasts. You should go listen to some podcasts. Like, I'm a frequent-ish guest on Games My Mom Found. I'm every once in a while on Gamer Looks at 40, where we're talking about Final Fantasy a lot, because he's doing a Final Fantasy retrospective. Once he's done with all the Final Fantasies, or at least up to 10, he's going to be doing the Metroid series. And I fucking love me some Metroid. There's Jack Billing Presents King of the Big House, where I play Bonzo, a clown creature. You might want to wear headphones for that one, because there is some fun audio stuff going on with that character. And both voices that you hear are me, unedited. And finally, if you want my podcast, my personal show with Teacher Bloke 85, that's Nerds a Broadcast. NERDS space ABROADCAST. The word abroad and broadcast fused together. Listen to it wherever you get your podcasts. Yay. Anyway, I'm going to go. I need to stab my cat, give him his insulin shot, and play. And until then, I hope you have a good rest of your week, because I won't see you all until Tuesday. Bye!